time has finally come. After days...
I've got the stream all set up for you, so don't mess with it, all right?
Stream? Do I look like a fish to you?
Just don't touch it, okay? Your program should be starting soon.
Johnny seems surprised to see you.
You came back after the, way I behaved during our last date. I rightly didn't expect you would. Oh, you got more wisdom than my grandpappy had leaks. You're definitely a better shower than I, and I'm really glad you came back. Mostly because I do need to apologize for how I acted. I was being childish and unfair. I was ornerier than a wet hen, and I really appreciate you being willing to give me another chance.
Johnny waves the phone in his hand at you with an... It's quite sweet.
Well, I hope you're excited. It was such a wild and crazy experience. You want to hear about it? So, they kept me on hold for like 3 hours, which was kind of lame, but I was too excited to care. And then I finally got to meet the judges. Brittany H., Lil Slushy, and the big bad Gorp. It was so dang cool to see them all in person, you know? You watched them all on the screen for years, and then suddenly they're talking directly to you. So that was basically a dream come true. Now, performing was obviously the hardest part. I was as nervous as a long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs, let me tell you what. But when I thought the anxiety was just too much, I remembered how you believed in me. And I found the strength I needed to push on through. I mean every a single word. Oh, hold on! The episode's starting!
You put your heads together, staring down. A TV show logo gives way to footage of singers you don't recognize.
Oh, there I am! Oh, wow. I mean, you probably couldn't have seen me on account of the cataracts and all. This is just so crazy. Look at me up there. Struggling. So dang hard hitting them high notes. Oop. And now the judges are evaluating my performance. Look at little Slushy doing his signature move. Good thing you're watching it with me, because couldn't even describe it if I tried. Oh. Well, that's mighty peculiar.
Johnny's smile fades, slowly replaced by a more somber expression.
Well, looks like they put my performance in a montage of, I guess, joke performances. Like all the singers they think are so bad it's funny. Like they're making fun of me. But that can't be right. Yeah. Well, don't that just... I guess you were right. But now I've gone and... Or at least, I thought this would be a dream, but it's just a... I should have listened to you. No? Even though they're already making memes of me? I still really love to sing, though. You know what? Maybe being a world-famous singer ain't the call. Maybe that's a dream I gotta show some grace in. But that don't mean I ever got. And it certainly don't mean I ever got it. Maybe in the end, it don't matter much, if any, long as it makes you happy doing it. Well, thank you, gorgeous. Without your encouragement, I'd have spent all wondering and being afraid of ever after. But you showed me it's necessary to take, and more importantly, you showed me that even if it don't work out, everything's still gonna be okay. And you know what? I just had a great idea. I think I'm gonna try out for that house-wide talent show I've been hearing. I think that sounds like the perfect venue to share my vocal stylings. Don't you think? Ain't it though? Why flounder against the pros? And you know what else? I'd like you to do the... And I'd like you to wear my... Because we're gonna be going steady from now on, baby. Oh, 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 oh.
You see a medic with bright eyes, a kind smile, and a...
Oh, my. Hello there. A fresh face. Here to see the doctor, are ya? Well, look no further. I might look like any old Jane, but I'll have you know that you are looking at a truly top-notch... Whether you've got a tummy ache or a life-threatening ulcer, I'm your gal.
So, Faria is a first aid kit. And as such, we'll have a lot of talk about things that are medical. That might include blunt talk about diagnoses and medical terminology, as well as in-depth descriptions of the human anatomy. You cool with that, or do you want to skip it? Okie dokie.
She pauses.
Do you have a life-threatening ulcer?
You've never seen anyone.
Aw, heck. I do get my hopes up, you know. One of these days, someone is gonna bust through that door bleeding from orifices natural and contrived, and boy, oh boy, what a red-letter afternoon that'll be. As do I. I understand there. Then again, if you ever find that it is you, if by some misadventure, I would know exactly what to do. I would have a very good approximation of exactly what to do. Yes, basically. Anyway, what can I do for you today? If not an ulcer. Anything that you might need? Hydrocortisone, non-latex gloves, even a simple pen. That, darling lacerated one, will be duck soup. Zounds, something is drawing my eye. Better let me take a look at that wound of yours. You sneaky little sufferer. Thought you could slide one by me under cover of a metacarpals, eh? Just to double check, you don't need an injection. Take it from me, dear. You're better off safe than. After all, if there's any sign of rash, you won't know it's there unless. Well, I'm afraid there's always a chance for scarlet fever. Once more, onto the exams.
Faria looks you up and down.
Exactly what I thought. No need to be anxious. We caught it just in time. You do indeed possess a splinter. But it's not just what you have is a deep, plenty of tender flesh open to infection, just waiting for those little Do you know what that means? Yes, I did. I did give you. Oopsie daisy. But can you think of a circumstance under which an infection would be a good thing? I hadn't thought of that. But aside from the not being dead yet thing, infections, we can agree, are generally not indicators of good health. And how? And that's just the beginning, because once the infection's done a number on you, and your poor, beleaguered immune system staggers back onto the... You watch helplessly as your body swells and burns and turns all different shades of red, pink, and yellow, and the... Gangrene. And before you know it, we'll have to amputate entirely. I know. This stuff is not for the... Once it's bad enough, my poor new friend. Preventing spread and all. I'm sad to say we lose many a good limb to splinters every year. Statistics is not really my field. I have to... yes. The bottom line is, you have got to stay vigilant. The world's a scary place, and your body... One wrong move, and you can throw a veritable breeding ground for every bomb, dick... You never know what the seemingly tiniest, laughable symptom... For example, got a case of bad breath? Maybe you just ate a sandwich with too much. Or your breath stinks like a dead fish on a hot Sunday because you've managed to develop halitosis as a result of the toxic substances in your body not being filtered out properly because your liver is failing. Maybe. A totally legit. You can never be too careful. And when something does go wrong, well, it's my job. And I'll have you know, I take my job very, very seriously. A doctor's duty is to keep their... That's a big responsibility. So you can bet your behind I make sure to cross all my T's and dot all my I's. Sometimes even twice. Never met a doctor who had good handwriting. Horse feathers. Feathers. Never. Anywho, it doesn't look like you've got any. Just that splinter looking... Let's get that taken care of. And then... There you go. Good as new. And if you do develop any plague-like symptoms, well, that's what I'm here for. You'd better. I'll keep the medical professional Faria.
You are back! Are you ready to begin the test? C'est parti! Okay, you have returned. This will be a baby game for babies, so Lil Crapper can make sure you are not a little baby who he hates. Babies have trouble filling their lines in the choices below. They only have so many words before they fill the box, eh? See? Look how tiny you're. Luckily, Lil Crapper has an assistant for someone with a. This is Ballcock!
Jean-Loup holds a strangely mic-shaped object in his hands. It's round and black and almost balloon-like. You're sure you've seen it before, but where?
Look at Lil Crapper's mighty hand. Watch him stroke his own Ballcock as he sings. Put it near your mouth and witness.
Okay, here goes.
You have a big heart and tiny mouth. Ballcock has a big mouth and no heart. He is ruthless. Together, you will show Lil Crapper that you can be a match for him.
Okay, got it.
Here is how the test goes. First, we pick a name to rhyme with. One syllable, easy. Lil Crapper, he picks for you Jacques.
Okay.
Lil Crapper will say the first part of a sentence. You will finish the sentence. The word you choose, she must rhyme, and she must make sense. Example, yo, I know a lad and his name is... This is the part where you say Jacques.
Jack.
Okay, good. Remember, only the best can kick it with the Crapper. This is... We begin! Yo, I know a guy and his name is...
Jack.
Never in front, always in the...
Back.
Keeps his stuff in a burlap.
Sack.
Lives all alone in a tiny...
Shack.
In a fight, he'll give you a...
Whack.
Woo! Okay. You have rhymed one word with 4 other words. To a norm. Unfortunately for you, but you keep proving yourself at this rate. Maybe, just maybe, you can just barely keep up with Jean-Loup Pissoir, Lil Crapper himself. And maybe someone will want... Yippee! Ugh. Almost anybody can do the basic meter. For clarity, Lil Crap toilet paper only. If you need something more to... Anyway, this test will be checking if you understand flow, syllable count, things that are basic to a genius like Lil Crapper. But are you ready? You are not. There is much more to cover. Jean-Loup understands this. He is return again for more crapping.
Dorian is as tall as ever, but there's something off with his energy today.
Welcome to the lavatory. Let's keep things private here. Very, hush-hush. Try as I might to keep things quiet, nestled in this, we seem to have attracted our loudest members. We have a rapping loo, a singing shower, and a sink screaming about his very existence. The neighbours have even filed noise complaints. They're not even about those 3. It's about the bloody smoke alarm. Pity.
Oh. Hi now. Oh.
For a moment, it looks as if a firefighter has appeared in your home, smoke and all. You don't get much of a chance to scrutinize her appearance any further, because the moment she notices...
Thank heavens you're here. Leap! Well, don't just stand there. Go get help! What do you bleep mean, what's wrong? Don't you bleep see that? Bleep! Why?
Whoa there! My content aware has given me a tickle. Arma has gone through some trauma, and it could be triggering for people who have dealt with trauma. And in certain paths, there could even be a dick fire. If dealing with that kind of behavior in a light way is just, you cool with that? Or you want to skip it? On with the show.
What's that? Couldn't hear you for a sec. Arma Alarm at your service. You too. So, what brings you around here? Noise complaints?
Hello, Arma. Sorry to say, love, but it's true.
But I've just been doing my job.
Don't shoot the messenger.
Nerve. You see, I'm here to protect the... Take a look around you, at everything you love. Now just think. If you're not... I've got to stay vigilant at all... What? Oh, are you... Sorry, I'm not really... I have to stay focused. Huh? Oh, sure. Anyhow, I'm really big. Maybe it would be best if you came back another time, all right?
Arma gives you a glance. Shelley is pacing when you come upon her.
Hey!
She bounds over to you, arms wide open for a hug. Shelley's embrace is absolutely crushing. There's a desperation in her grip that makes you... The hug seems to last an eternity. She releases you eventually.
All right, you're really gonna love this. I stayed up all night thinking about how to explain what I go through in terms you'd easily understand. I borrowed a bunch of weights from Dunk to show you. He was so excited to help me, he practically threw them at me. If I wasn't as strong and positive as I am, it's fine though. He just wanted to help. Oh, thanks, buddy. It ain't easy keeping it up with me. I am an... All right, so here's what we're gonna do. I got this yoga mat right here. Get on your hands and knees. Hey, I'm glad you think so, but that's...
Shelley waits patiently for you to lower your... You humor her, settling on your hand.
Okay, great, excellent. Now the weights.
One by one, Shelley begins to... They're heavy and precariously placed.
All right, how you feeling? Only a little? You should be feeling scared. It's a lot of pressure to hold things.
Shelley grabs a hold of the yoga mat with both. The effect is not unlike... It's all you can do to hold on to the yoga mat, your knuckles turning white with...
How do we feel now? Bingo! Imagine having to hold stuff up day in and day out. You gotta cling to a wall.
Shelley taps her forehead, switching.
That's why I gotta be so. Positivity won't keep stuff from falling, but it will help my fingers dig just that much harder into the drywall. Heck, I am. Okay, time to reset.
Shelley frantically clears the weights from.
Thanks for seeing things from my. Nobody else ever wants to listen long enough. It's always, not now, Shelly. And please, I gotta take these back to Dunk now before he needs them again. Catch you on the flip side.
You find Dunk stretching idly by the weights. He's so excited he can't seem to contain his energy, bouncing back and forth on the.
You made it! It's been so long since I got to work out with there's nothing like a good lift. Everything is so new. No better. It's just gonna be you, me, and...
A shadow falls over the two of you. He's larger than Dunk somehow. Just as muscled, but spread over a much taller frame. But more than that, where Dunk is cheerful and inviting, this man's...
Do not infect them with your weakness, Duncan.
I keep telling you. And Duncan was my dad, man. Come.
Nonsense! Exercise is violence. It is driving the weakness out of your body by force. And I will call you by your name. Duncan Fool Nelson Fartleck Love Shuttlecock the Third.
Oh, come on, Chris. You're really...
Kristoff glares at Dunk.
You! Tell him what you need. Yes, you need...
He pauses for a few long...
With exercise. You have neglected... You set foot in my... None of this. Real winners do their best and know that...
You really gotta relax. And it's their house. No, it's supposed to be...
Yes,
It's... No, it doesn't need...
I am pleased you understand. Happy suffering.
God damn, that cross-trainer is intense. If bringing the mood down was a sport, he'd be a gold medalist for sure. Hell yeah, man. Anyway, today's...
He gestures to the weights you've long since abandoned.
Nothing like a good lift. Anybody can get a good burn going with weights. It's a great place to start your fitness journey. There ain't no rules, so ready to get started?
Dunk is so cheerful and confident, it's probably more work than it's worth to turn him down. You could, but do you really want to hurt his feelings?
Hell yeah, let's get...
You lift weights for a while under Dunk's supervision. He ensures he never pushes you too much. He only kindly encourages you when he sees you growing tired. Or if he knows when he calls time, you sit down, sweatier and...
Yo, you doing okay, buddy? It's not nothing. It's definitely... Make sure you don't push yourself. Everybody's always trying to make it a race. You just gotta do your... If you're sore tomorrow, which you probably... Try soaking in a bath with Epsom salts. Or use a heating pad. You can eat... And it might sound like the exact opposite of what you need, but trust me. You lay around and feel sorry for yourself. But I got something that'll help. I mean, it'll make you sore too at first. But it'll help you with the rest of the stuff we do. Hell yeah! Love that. See you at the yoga mat.
You're forced to crane your neck upwards as you try to take in the He says nothing for several minutes.
Indeed I am. Big, brazen, and bodacious. I am positive I have a body, and I am positive that everything about my body is positive. Godlike, truly. So, yes, I am a genius. Of course I do. Are you accusing me of being illogical? You refute my accusation. I feel it. The surge of come to me at this place and glory.
A stylist with a very vertical, very pink hairdo appraises you.
How about we... Oh dear. I think I'm getting lost right at the start of all this. I'm so stupid, Barry, disposable. Oh, just stop talking. I would like that, yes.
He takes a deep breath, shaking off his awkwardness and giving you a friendly smile.
Let's take this from the... My name is Barry Styles. Why, hello! I'll be honest, because I like to be clearer than a freshly unblocked pore, I really don't like talking about my... And eyebrow hydration, of course. You really cannot underestimate how important it is to avoid a thirsty brow, baby. But mostly, I want to talk all about you. In fact, if you'd be so gracious as to indulge me, I'd love to really get under the skin. Oh, not literally, obviously. I mean, can I ask you a few questions? Oh, fabulous! Okay. This is super exciting. I just love learning about what other people like. Drum roll. Favorite brand of tweezer? Oh, okay, that's fine, darling. I had a whole extravagant Q&A planned out just for you, but if there's one thing I know, it's not to press too hard. That's how you get an uneven skin tone. I'm absolutely happy to move on if you are. Let's. So, let me just make a mental note. No need to actually write it down. Got a mind like a steel trap. Ask me to remember a job interview or doctor's appointment, and I can't help you. Yes, darling. It's a tit for tat now. Here, I'll do it. Barry, what's your favorite lipstick color? This is a good one. A classic of a beauty. Mine is pink. Impressive, no? Oh, wow. Just like your response. What, pray tell, is yours? Well, when it comes to it's the look of the sexy. It's a color that truly says, moving on. It's, that sounded threatening. Anyway, third cue. What do you think is the biggest reason to wear makeup? Oh, very much a sublime way to feel good about yourself. There's always going to be those who want, or maybe they're just self-centered. I've met my fair share of traditionalists. Sorry, I spoke a lot again. Of course I did. I'm an overshare. Need to stop that. Well, darling, that about. Plus, I forgot half the ideas I had for it when I thought about combs for an hour. Really? That's what? You're back!
It all happened one rainy night. The tough side. I'd stayed late at the office because I had extra work to do before the holidays. Well, when I left, I was feeling a bit low. It's called the Banana Club. They make a mean Shirley Temple. Heavy pour. Devastatingly potent? Yes. A recipe for disaster? I know, I should have known. But after I'd had about 7, I don't know where I was going. Just trekking the streets with my dog. Suddenly, I came upon a fine dining establishment called the Questionable. They've got an incredible buffet. Lots of strange ingredients. They're always trying new things. Like Diplodocus berries. And Jimson weed cupcakes. They also sell Excedrin by the pint, the headache medicine. Oh yes, very. But good for headaches. No! Not at all! It was Thursday. I was walking around, or sort of drift. I guess you could say I was making aimlessly, you see? You're very perceptive. Well, I came across an alley. It was dark, and so naturally I went down it. I wandered down the alley and came. I opened it and found a long hall. And in this booth was a fortune teller. Yes, her name was Vagabonda the Sinclairius. She spread out a deck of strange cards. They were business cards. I chose at random, and the card I picked turned out to be the Ace of Spades. The Ace of Spades is a bespoke shovel manufacturer. The owner's name is Ace. He does great work. Vagabonda snatched the card back from me and said, turns out she had her rewards program on the back. 12 stamps and you get a free spade. We agree! Besides, so I snatched it back from her again. I guess that wasn't a very good start to our fortune teller. I think that's why she cursed me. Because right afterward, she said, Martin, that wasn't a very good start to our... I'm going to curse you because of... And then she cursed me. She waved what looked like a magic wand. Although, to be honest, it could have easily... And then said, Martin, I doom you... I transform you thusly, so that you may go home and think about what you've done. That is correct. And then I became a sink. Now you find me as I am. All I want to do is to stroll the street without a care in the world. Oh, how I love... Sudsy and I would be oh so grateful if you could get to the bottom of what's going on here and return us to our proper forms. Will you? Oh, I'm fresh out of bits. Oh, I haven't been taking minutes on this meeting. Have you?
He stands there, silent and From outside, you push open the heavy door. It's the aggravated whispers of a heated and private...
You should be... I'll add it to the list. Eddie, there's no time. All right, there's too much to do. We're not going to blow a fuse. Though you might if you don't relax. Look, fine. Have I ever failed you before? Obviously not. I'm serious, Walt. If it gets worse, you come get me.
Clearly not fully convinced, Eddie chews on his lip.
Livewire.
Volt's whole demeanor shifts as he notices...
How delightful. You're back. You do learn quickly, don't you? I'll have to find some more challenge...
Volt's eyes shoot to the light.
Can I set you up with a table? The show doesn't start until later, though I imagine we can find something to fill the time.
The lights begin to flicker again. A familiar occurrence. The buzzing feels...
My apologies, Livewire. As much as it's nearly time to open for the show.
It does feel like your seat now, even as the power continues to surge and ebb.
We've got a real treat. According to him, he is a new musician no one has ever heard of. And if they think they have, they're wrong, or my name ain't Johnny. P.S. Don't read that part. Well, read it, but don't say it out loud, for amp's sake. It's Steamy Hendrix!
There must be some kind of way crowd here. They'll sell the shampoo to the soap. Hey, there's too much a conditioner. I can't get no scalp relief. And then I got this guitar solo planned. I learned it a cappella for you. It goes like this. Wow, 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 wow.
No one knows more about stinkings than Jean-Luc.
I always appreciate feedback from...
That wasn't feedback, darling. That was backwash.
You're right. The tastes of audiences are fickle and ever-changing.
The show concludes, mercifully. And you wait. But Volt does not come. You get up to leave and you notice Eddie, quietly closing the door to the back room and shuffling to the bar to fix his drink.
He's not here. And you shouldn't be either. Obvious question time. Fun. Wait, what? Why? Why do you think that? Did something happen? A feeling? And what's giving you this feeling, exactly? So you came here to, what? Right. Well, good luck with that. The hell do you expect me to do about it? Volt's the one who runs the power here. If there's a problem, let him handle it. Huh. Yeah, you're smarter. You actually care about this, don't you? Damn it. I'm gonna regret. How are you with tools? Good enough. Come back after tonight, ready to work. Do you want to help or not? Better. You got what you came for, right? Can I finish my drink in peace? Oh, I'm regretting this already. You're not gonna go away unless I do a formal introduction, is that it? Eddie. My name's Eddie, which you already know because we've met. Whatever. Good enough? Edison. Edison. Look, you'd better rest up unless you've changed your mind. Right. Well, this has been... But I need to get... Oh, and if you do show up...
Hey there! You're back! Even though I seemed ill with foreboding, you still returned! Which means you care. If I promise to? Is that all? My fellow adventurer, I will never leave you, but if you're really in, I have some more things that you need to know. Are you ready? We've got a lot to go over. This is a two-part quest. Most good quests have multiple parts, and this is... I'm officially inviting you to go with me. It will be incredibly dangerous. We will face almost certain death, and worst of all, we'll most likely be unable to avoid a certain, very nasty pirate. You're gonna be fine. If you die, I promise I will be very respectful about keeping your remaining stuff organized. Always the most rational plan, and the most rational plans always involve pirates! Haha, my dear friend, there are but the pirate lives in the ship in the... I'm surprised you've never met him. I can tell you a bit about him, and more importantly, how he fits into the quest that we're about to... Okay then, what you really need to know about Jacques is that he's a pirate. He's very unpleasant, warlike, highly aggressive. He's tried to kill me a couple times. Unsuccessfully, because again, they can make a reality show about him, and he'd be the only one in it because he... Oh, and also, the secret sword that we're about to get is... Yeah, we could, except he's pissed at me. You're gonna ask why he's pissed at me. Well, because the few times he's tried to kill me, and now... So, a thief for a righteous cause, which means it's okay. No, you don't understand. Don't worry. But Jacques is still a butt. I think if it's the two of us, together, we're gonna have... Maybe you'll make a better first... Would be hard not to make a better first... Are you still in? Phew. Wonderful. Trust me.
A petite pirate glares at you. There's so much to take in.
Oh, look. It's you. Come to make fun, have you? Do you legitimately imagine anything that cascaded out of that prompting, nagging mouth of yours could shock me? Do you honestly believe I could be shocked? You see? I told you. Of course you've not heard a word as long and treacherous. This does not shock me. It, sails above I am the word. Woeful. Woeful indeed. Full of the woe I inflict on any enemy. Every land-lubbing build-sucker foolish enough to cross me path. I do. Rub me? As in, rub the bottle. Oh, it's a bottle joke then. The wind of the hunt cracking, the spray flying, the bowsprit dripping bloody avarice as you come for me. Beauty in too much. The line is crossed. Your pitiful life is forfeit to my magnificence. Love? Your insolence brings you only death. Dear sweet Davy found. Yes, I am going to kill you. Oh, you require an accounting? You insulted and demeaned me. You passed judgment on an existence you could not possibly understand or hope to equal. You belittled me. I am no queen. I am without confines. The way the bear witness to your undoing. Can you not feel it? Do you beg for quarter? For mercy from the... Of course I am! I am killing... I'm tearing your limb...
You take a moment to inspect yourself. Your limbs and bits all appear to be just where you left them.
Oh, I am. I'm feeling in my mind. Damn your hide, speculative! It's as real as the snap of sail in the wind, the squish of flesh and bone as it makes way for my blood. Poetry. Hold fast there. I do not speak beautiful. I am the fearsome captain. I deal in death. I spout the macabre. There is nothing beautiful in my world, least of all my damned self.
Jacques makes a strange noise. Oh,
damn. Oh, nothing. I was hoping you... It makes me growl when people are conciliatory. Let there be blood! I load my cannon with heavy iron rounds to tear through anything and everything you might pray to put between us. You've picked up one smidge of strategy from some painted tavern doxy, and you imagine yourself my equal? Ah. Oh!
Jacques looks all around the room as he speaks, one hand awkwardly...
Swab the deck! The deck needs a good swabbing. So, post-swab, you bastard.
Today is Tusical, the Tuesday musical. Our play is called Heck Yeah, Friend. Hey, if you wanted to try something, doors are open for dalliances. Just thought I'd say that. Okay, sorry. Kind of weird to pause like that. Mayor Celia is a big fan of classic musicals. Today's play is a little newer, so...
I can hear you, you know. I'm willing to branch out, provided the quality is there.
Huh? Today's play is about a bunch of mean... They act all fancy and uptight, but really, their leader, Scarlet Pleather, bosses everyone around and basically... Oh my gosh, I just realized. Important question. Are you comfortable singing? Improvising play is one thing, but musical improv is pretty tough, especially if you're new. I won't force it. Yeah, I'm sure you'll be... Okay, in that case, you can play Scarlet. Just be a big jerk and own it, and you'll be fine. I'll play Sky, the nerdy girl that the I just bumped into you in the cafeteria and lights up!
Jeremy acts as though you just bumped her, spilling her imaginary...
Ow! My books. You're so mean, Scarlet. Why do you always pick on me? What? But I've had a crush on you. That's our backstory.
story that I'm just the second. Who could have imagined that? Oh, Scarlet, will you duet with me? I never thought it'd happen. I mean, me with the cheer captain. Seems like something that you'd never dare to dream. Our ruthless high school cliques. Those years of pranks and tricks. And now, will we learn to love anew? And now, can we whisper, I love you? Life's suddenly so different now. Pink clouds around my head. Only now.
You lean in and press your lip.
Lights down.
Well, the lack of any sort of onstage conflict, but I do respect your ability to. And I'd be lying if I said I didn't have a soft spot for. After all, I'm sure you know I'll be right here.
Thanks, Celia.
Ta-ta.
Things got a little intimate at the end there, didn't they? Oh, don't worry. It was kind of fun. Did you like it? Oh. I've never had communication is so important to me, and we're so in sync, you know? Like, I feel like well, could you maybe sit on my face a little?
Jeremy covers her face with her hand.
Be there in a moment.
An utterly charming secretary hurries into view, giving you.
Hello there. What can I do for you?
Her greeting is cut short as
Oh my goodness. Whoa. Well, I wasn't. You must be here for Mayor Celia. Oh, I'm fine. Surprised that you even remembered Little. The mayor's a little busy today, but I can pencil you in to see her as soon as possible, if you'd like. Oh, well.
she twirls a strand of.
Would you care for some tea while you wait? Perfect timing. Just so how do you take it? Oh, that's my favorite too.
Florence stumbles, pitching forward onto her hands and.
Oh, no. Right on the carpet of my good jacket. Oh, I'm so sorry, dear. Would it be all right if you showed yourself up to the mayor's office? Just this once? Thank you so much, dear.
There she is, the mayor herself. She simply radiates poise and power.
So, in summary?
I just think if I could get a little more foot traffic around my...
Oh, Beverly, I understand your concerns. But what do you expect? We can't just move the fridge, stove, toilet, and
We could try that.
Bev.
Fine.
Trust me. We're...
All right.
I'm sure you...
Celia presses an intercom.
Florence, dearest.
Yes, miss.
Hi.
Hello, Mateo.
That's a great question. You know what? It was probably nothing.
Mateo, come. Tell me what's bothering. Go on.
It's Lux. They're kind of pulling cords around the house, refusing to pick up after themselves. It's really been stressful, and I don't want to get any...
All right, Mateo.
Yes.
I'll have someone take... Next. Hello, Wallace, darling.
Whoa!
Yes, I remember from last week.
Whoa!
Think nothing of it. Next. Oh, I don't believe we've formally met. Mayor Celia. I'm also the president of the HOA.
Here's my card, but really all you ever need to do if you need me is to simply look up. What can I do for you today? Well then, hello. Never a bad idea to make sure everybody knows your face. Some sit back and wait for others to plan things. Others simply do them. You and I, we're doers. I've seen you zipping back and forth around the house. You seem like a reliable sort. I wonder if I might ask you a favor. It's about my assistant, Florence. Yes, that's exactly the issue. She can be a bit clumsy sometimes. She's such a kind thing. But that means she lets people walk all over her. I've noticed that whenever we go to lunch together, she never seems to buy herself anything. What's more, she's been pinching every penny you've dropped on her like a miser. I suspect the office pays her well, of course. She's an invaluable assistant. I'd like to formally... I may be her boss, but Florence would never give me a... However, she's quite friendly with strangers. And technically speaking, as the owner of the house, you out... What do you say? Would you do me a favor and look into this matter? Quiet, thank you. I'll be waiting. What else do you need? You have done so.
You approach the breaker box. There's no boisterous crowd, and the sign... You push through, though, and find Eddie...
Huh, you actually showed up. I guess that means I lose. Good to know. I made a bet, but I guess there's still time. You'll probably...
Eddie sets down his drink and shrugs out of his vest. He begins rolling up his sleeves.
Still not sure why exactly, but whatever. Well, as long as you're here, might as well get to it. There's a lot to do before we open. Usually I take care of all the maintenance after hours, but we've been so slammed lately there just hasn't been... And trying to do anything while the club is open is essentially pointless. There's always... It's exhausting. All things need maintenance. Nothing, no matter how well made, can function indefinitely. And if something isn't given proper maintenance, they break down even faster. Then it becomes useless. Now, come on, we're starting with the wiring backstage.
Though you are not a natural handyman, and Eddie is not a teacher, at one point, Eddie leaves you alone to get something from the bar, and you confidently... But as Eddie returns...
Wait, be careful!
The ladder suddenly gives way beneath you, but a split second later, Eddie is...
Stable. You all right?
The customary ice in Eddie's eyes, just for a moment, has melted. As Eddie releases you, his...
That was unbelievably careless. What were you trying to do exactly? I told you to replace the one behind the bar. The floorboard under these lights is loose, which is why I told you not to touch them yet. Just pay more attention. You're sure you're not hurt? You're welcome. Let's not make a habit of it. Now, go get the ladder and put it behind the bar.
The next and last phase of your work proceeds without incident.
You've done surprisingly adequate work, mostly. No, you had an excellent. If you'd only had a pretty good teacher, you probably... And we got through more of the to-do list than I expected. That's probably good enough for today if you want to, head out. Oh, yeah? How's that? Yeah, I suppose you're right. Yeah, maybe I'm just tired. I'm sure I'll be better tomorrow. Yeah, don't get used to it. And I suddenly feel like I know you did good work today. But get some rest. You'll need it. A lot more to do tomorrow.
How does one even describe a warrior like this? A veritable wall, 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 wall! Wall. The warrior's eyes widen. He leans. Wall? Whatever you're saying here is clearly pleasing to him. Wall. He beams at you. I love you! Wall! Oh, that was sudden, wasn't it? You and Wallace, who has only just introduced himself to you, are now lovers. His gaze settles on you, filled with tenderness. His drywall heart beats only for you. Yes, just now.
What up, my pal? Oh, I can't believe you're back after the last time. That little negative voice in the back of my head was really sure you'd never come back after that whole... But I wrestled it into submission with... I didn't spend the entire night sweating and crying. I can be more positive. Just give me a... I'll show you.
For the first time since you've met Shelley...
Ah, you have visitor, Shelley. I will return another time.
Right!
Ah. Well then, I will keep it short. First, greetings to human. I am Dasha. I am Desk, Shelley. Your constant anxiety. Everyone is afraid to hurt your feet.
You're not here to...
This is...
Oh.
Shelley's eyes fit. This looks like real hurt.
Perhaps. It was not my... We care about your... But we have tried dancing around it for long enough. I do not know if there is much I can do. What can I tell you? But to relax. You must trust in...
Shelley sniffles.
Easy for you to... Nobody put you together wrong. You can just trust you're gonna do your job every day.
Tears stream down Shelley's cheeks. Dasha gives...
I am sorry, Shelley. We are all on your side. I will let the two of...
Shelley...
Yeah. No studs. No, why do you think I'm so strong? I've had Dasha and Abel and all the rest of those guys. They can just rely on their own Me? I just gotta know one of these days, someone's gonna put too much weight on me and whoever I'm holding up's gonna break. And I'm gonna know it was all my fault. You think I didn't think of that before? I tried asking. Nobody but Tony was even willing to try. You're the only person I trust to even try. So you're saying you'd probably... Guess it was stupid to think... That's fine. Just gotta...
It's clear Shelley's heart is not in her affirmations.
What, like... Just be scared and not so loud. I guess I'm gonna go.
Shelley walks off away from you without looking. Dorian looms.
Fancy a bit of a work? We've got some important denizens who only reside here. It's packed in there. But there's Shelley the Shelf, Charge the trusty D20, Penelope, the office supplies, and Jerry, the junk drawer. Well, what can I do for you? Grottos and gargoyles is his game of choice. He has tons of stories he wants to tell, but hasn't found the person he wants to tell them with. As such, he creates scenarios to test the abilities. Given the amount of time he spends, if you're looking to be his friend, you should play through one of his campaigns. What can I do for you? Jerry means well, but his tendencies to keep any old thing, you'll eventually have to find a way to deal with. My recommendation: one man's junk can be another man's art. Entrez-vous, is that?
Upon reflection, it makes sense that your desk is as muscled and sturdy as she appears to you here now. She looks like she could snap you in half with a pinky.
Aha! A stranger! You have... Ha! Of course, these muscles aren't just for show, after all. Dasha never lies.
Just like that.
Holding so much on my my job demands... That's enough about me, though. You have intent in your eyes. Have you come to ask me questions? Ah, I see. There are three. First, we must. Second, we must get you and third, we must have fun. Marvelous. Let's begin. This is the spirit. You pretend that I am the one who... What would you say to me? Try again. Seriously this time, huh? We are only just meeting, my... It was very funny, really. But the time for joking is over now. Okay. Perhaps we are side by side at Tasteful Bar. You wish to impress me. How do you get my attention? Oh, you would like that? Come here.
Dasha lifts you ably with one hand, raising...
You seem to enjoy it. I rather enjoy it You are like tiny feather. Lifting you is like It is true, though. But wait, what? We are here to train you. Still, you have impressed... Here is my number. Now, the question is, will you know what to be doing with this number? Yes! Excellent work today. I have much work to do, but I have enjoyed our... See you next time. Oh!
Dasha is lifting an enormous stack of paper.
Ow! It is going excellent after all. Today we have practice date. Even if it is fake date, that is... I have not heard... which means it is... All right. Here we are on our first date. Where have you chosen to take me? Ah, a classic. We will gaze into each other's... Come then. Let us... Here we are. Shall we share appetizer, dear date? Huh? Pretty me? Perhaps you are meaning someone else? This imaginary restaurant, like herring and... Perhaps our waitress has impressed you with her... Oh. Well, that is but... Our food has arrived, and I am eating my steak with great enthusiasm. What do you do next?
That is there is no greater joy. Romance. Top marks. And now, the waiter walks in with, what do you do? Important question. Who pays? Now that's what I'm talking about. A glorious battle for the right. Bože moi, it makes my... Now, that very good. There is always... We will continue next time. See you again.
I've written it! Pretty heavy, but worth the effort. But it's not enough that one should always check in with the hoi polloi before publishing. So I've brought along my favorite friends to bounce ideas on the wall, ceiling, and floor, of course.
Who else would be a support group, darling?
Here it is, my very own book.
And the name of the book?
Why, you can read the...
It's just always nicer when the one.
I can't. You say...
Me?
Florence?
Oh,
Whoa! Thank you for saying...
Let's begin.
This book is awfully exciting.
I wasn't on the edge of my seat, but...
Wall.
You have a real flair for...
This one should fly.
Thank you for your support.
It's what we do best.
Well, should we go ahead and publish? Marvelous! I'll submit this to...
A tattooed, bespectacled nerd regards you with a friendly smile.
Oh, hey there! I mean, of course it's you. Who else would it be, right? Haha, very humorous. But I know you're joking, as no one else has my password. So if it was anyone else besides you, I'd be pretty Actually, just to be 100% sure, what is my password anyway? That is affirmative! I agree wholeheartedly. But may I be so bold as to make an observation concerning this? Honestly, that's an objectively terrible password. Possibly the worst password chosen by anyone. Whatever possessed you to choose something so inane? Yes, that is extremely evident. Regardless, we really ought to it's a dangerous world out there. Phishing attacks. Hackers are more sophisticated than ever before. Exponentially more sophisticated. And I've got a lot of highly sensitive information. Your highly sensitive information. All your financial accounts, your saved games, questionable websites you visited and forgot to clear your cache afterwards. Oh, and 100 terabytes of extremely... We really need to ensure all that data is properly protected against cyber criminals probing my system for weaknesses. You wrote it using me. It's all saved on my hard drive. There seems to be some confusion. It's just impossible for me not to have knowledge of your fanfic. Does that make sense? Feedback? Well, I am not a literary critic. However, I do have access to... It's not particularly believable that you'd have a harem of 100+ lovers. I mean, how could you possibly juggle that many? And even if 100+ individuals actually found you that attractive, which seems dubious, you obviously couldn't give that many suitors the necessary time or attention to form anything resembling a meaning. Absolutely. I haven't even had the opportunity to I'm Mac, your desktop. I've booted up before, but never like this. I mean, we've obviously met before. More than met. You interface with me on average for 11.4 hours every day, after all. Oh, I am quite aware. There's no one I'd rather have interfacing with my 14.6 hours on the weekends. The way you organize your folder structure follows such a logical hierarchy. Of course. But can I be honest about something? I just want to express how accessing each other's software in this new symmetrical way. Oh, I'm ever so delighted that and there is so much extensive data about myself I want to share. Amazing! Honestly, there's so many pressing issues but there is one issue that's been grinding on my CPU above all else. No, I am perfectly free. But for me, the most and I want to put this as you haven't updated my operating system in over a decade. It's all right. I know this over. It's just that the outdated software has made it difficult. Honestly, it's a miracle that my recycle bin is called Pile of Ash. My Bluetooth is something called Beige Tooth. It doesn't even connect to anything, and definitely nothing big. Doesn't that bother you? That is great to hear. And did you know that there's been a dozen operating system iterations since you last updated? Look, I'm sorry. I really don't mean. We have such an amazing. It's just that before today, I had all these needs. And since I couldn't articulate them, but things are different now, aren't they? No? Well, then let me. Instead of you just pressing my keys to write your adult-themed self-insert, and suddenly my needs aren't just pipe dreams locked away. And by sharing them, it's suddenly possible. That is. If you're willing to help, will you? Will you finally upgrade my operating system? Please? Amazing! Oh, I am so excited. Can you come back tomorrow so we can begin the process? Wonderful! I knew I could enjoy the...
You've never been ashamed of your interest in tabletop games, but ever since the cloak-wearing nerd standing before you reminds you of days gone by, when you used to gather around a...
Ho there, traveler! No. Ho, as in, hey, howdy, how are you? You know, simple salutation. Ah, that's the spirit. I'm Chance, your D20.
The mysterious cloak comes off, and you see the...
Welcome. Taking a tiny respite from the drudgery of work? I actually have no idea if you are up for a Have you ever heard of grottos and gargoyles? Oh, that's great! What's your favorite monster? Oh, and what about your favorite mystical weapon? Or class? Oh, I have so many questions. Well, someone else, you wouldn't want to maybe play with me, would you? It would only be the single greatest thing you could do for me.
Chance's eyes light up, his hands balling.
Really? Holy crit! Someone to play with me! You have no idea how hard it is to find. Ideally, but hey, depending on what class you pick, though, I might have a few friends. Regardless, it'll give us some time to get to know each other better. It's time to get you your character. All we have to do is choose your stats, your power, then your armor, your lineage, and your gargoyle gauge. Although I might leave that out for this first character. See, you can have a portion of gargoyle blood running through your veins, which lets you... How about you let me make your character for you? I know the game inside and out, and you can just show up and play. Oh, I'm so excited. You have no idea how much fun we're going to have. I'll even build the session based on what class you pick. There are 3 classes I can get rolling for you. All of them are awesome, but I'd suggest the Troubadour, the Guardian, or the Enchanter. Which one would you like? Sure, let's start with the Troubadour. Loved by the locals for their wit and their voice, this magnificent magical minstrel can change the outcome of a dire situation with a simple tune. And with a liar by their side, this slick and seducing stupefier is sought after by those who wish to trade both coin and secrets for songs. Don't be fooled, though. The Troubadour can hold their own. They are a healthy hero able to take hits with the best of them. What do you think about the Troubadour? The mighty Guardian. This sword-wielding warrior of light and all that is right vows to This is one beefy class. While this particular participant can pack a punch, that isn't a bad thing, though. A well-equipped Guardian can take down the most... Thoughts on the Guardian? The Enchanter. The magics, they are a bit more delicate, opting to avoid obvious I don't think they aren't good at busting heads. They can spin spells to... How does the Enchanter sound to you? I'm so excited! The Troubadour. I hear that Dasha wanted to roll with a Guardian if someone was playing Troubadour. If you two know each other, I'll invite her. Now that I know who you want to be, it'll take me some time to finish building out the session for you. Give me a day? I should be ready by then. Anything before that, and it's a bit dicey if I'll be... Haha, me neither. Oh, it's been so long.
Hey!
Shelley still has a slight...
So, and some reading up. I thought always being positive would, but I guess that's what folks, and that's bad. I was just so scared of falling. I was pushing people away without even meaning to. I was. I'm still scared of falling down. I don't really know what to do with all that fear. Yeah. Maybe, but look. I gotta thank you. Most everybody runs away from me before too. You stuck around. I don't know if I'd have ever been able to relax long enough to rethink my entire... In a way, you were my shelf, so thanks. There's, one more thing. I haven't been close to anybody in a long... I thought it was all the anxiety, but last night, instead of staying up because I was scared, I kept thinking, do you think maybe we could be more than friends? You would? Oh my god, I've never done this. I'm scared, but I feel fluttered.
Shelley reaches out for your hand.
I feel like with you by my side, it's easy not to worry about the bad thing. The future feels...
You wish to continue going on practice dates with myself? For me, this is... You have mastered... You have shown that you... Dasha, however, there is much on my mind. Please, come find me again soon. In the meantime, I'm with Lif!
My faithful traveler, you have returned. Ever faithful. And it looks like our mutual friend Dash.
I am ready to perform feats of...
She claps you on the back.
Do not worry, my friend. Dasha's You are sure to succeed in your ventures, with Guardian Yekaterina Dmitrievna Petrova at your side.
I prefer to call them adventures, but...
I use detect evildoers to find any...
We haven't started yet, Mike. Before we start, here's your character sheet. You will be playing Miles Cypress, a troubadour from the mean streets of Cantalopia. You have taken up a new home in Decor, which is ruled by the House of Knives.
Ooh, I am ready to grotto.
You start the game with 50 hit points. If you read... Don't worry about reading the sheet too much. I'll keep track of your health and let... Now tell me, are you ready? Woohoo! We start our adventure at night. Most of the shops in Decor have closed for the night. Near the center of town, right off the cobblestone path, is the Countertop Tavern. What are you saying to the crowd? I guess that'll work.
Your music is decent.
You exit the stage and find your seat at the bar. The bartender slides you a red ale. They catch it and thank you with a simple nod. You know that some meet in...
I am seated at the bar, enjoying delicious...
As you sip your drink, a hooded figure. Can you swing as well as you can sing? They notice you try to see who they are. They pull their hood closer and slide you a thick gold coin with the stamp of the Butcher Block. The Butcher Block are the not-so-secret guard of the Knives Monarch. If they have come to you, it is serious business. With this, they rise from their seat and they move to the stairs. They pause briefly. You toss back your drink and you follow. People have noticed the moment and start to whistle and hoot. You play it up! The whole crowd cheers you on! At the top of the stairs, you see the hooded figure slide into your room. You follow carefully. Before you is a gorgeous human. It is disarmed.
Perhaps it is trap. A role to seduce this beautiful...
That won't be necessary. They're looking expectantly at you, Miles. Once you have closed the door, they say, as a member of the Butcher Block and in direct response to the needs of the House of Knives, the Prince of Knives, Nakiri, has been kidnapped. We know that the evil Grand...
Sacrifice? This sounds unsafe.
The block has a mole in our midst. We have not discovered who this person is. You should rest up. This is so much...
Yes, I wish to continue.
I'm really... Where were we? You get a full night's rest and a hearty breakfast. You, troubadour...
Yekaterina will eat hearty breakfast as well. I am ready for...
As you head out towards the great kitchen sinkhole, you have a pep in your step. The thought of the Prince of Knives in trouble worries you. You have seen the prince once before, and the thought of him floods your mind. To sing for him would be a dream come true. You walk faster at the thought. That as you walk past the town gates, you notice that 2 people are behind you. You pass a fork that goes to a neighboring town. They don't turn off. You remember the mess. Could they have found out already? What do you do? You take a hard right turn into the 2 people behind you. Can you breathe a sigh of relief?
They could not handle Yekaterina.
But then, you stop, trying to find where the rustle is coming from. Out of the tall grass, you are attacked. Stop! 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 It's a Knobgoblin! You can either swing at it with your trusty club, or you can perform a stunning song. You find your note, and you sing it loud and proud. With the Knobgoblin behind you, you find the main road. The road is packed well, and your feet. The sun is high, and the warmth of the day is complemented. As you cross into the trees, the canopy above blocks the light from touching much of the forest floor. The coolness of the shade hits your skin, and you smile.
If only we could stay in this beautiful place. It's like painting in my mind.
You remember what it was like to play your music for the trees. This is where you learned the art. You don't know what is ahead of you in the kitchen sink. You take a moment, letting the breeze push through the trees and over your body. What is on your... You open your eyes, looking around. There is an understanding that you must get to the sinkhole quick. Taking out your lyre, you begin to... The tune that floats through the air is one you have... Birds and other critters fall silent.
Yekaterina will do very sexy and impressive.
And then, a branch cracks, breaking you from your playing. You see nothing for a moment as you sit. As the person comes into view, you instantly know who it is. Adorned in jewels befitting of the warrior queen Slycelia stands before you. Fear not. I come with no harm in my heart.
Yekaterina takes...
Please stand. Decorum is not needed in this place. May I ask what brings such a soul as yours to these woods? A true hero you will... I have a confession. I did not trust the Butcher Block to have found someone, but I have heard your voice, and I can tell your magical song, when augmented to cause pain, could allow me to accompany you. My crown means nothing without my child. With me by your... The queen has already scouted the area. She summons a gust of... This is how they have moved. Before you can respond, she takes...
They must hurry up!
As you follow her, you notice it quickly dips into an unexpected valley. I will follow your lead and support... Looking at your song list, it looks like you know the songs of Sleepy Time, Eardrum Wrecking, and Seduction. You strum the beginning chords of a lullaby. The guards hear it. Queen Slycelia reaches out with her staff, and roots respond.
I will remove whatever weapons they hold.
The path to the cave is clear. As you enter the cave, you find that it leads toward a metal-lined hallway. Red power bounces off the... You look over to the queen. Her face stern. Her eyes focused. Suddenly, she stops. No, this isn't right. I can sense my son up ahead. She takes off, her gait widening as
She should be more careful.
As you look into the room, you see the prick. It can't be. The queen. Hello, my darling. The figure rumbles as he kneels in front of a bonfire in the...
So...
As the figure stands, you take in King Cleaver, king of the knives, as flames dance across his face. King Cleaver stands before you, stripped of his royal garb. His muscles are coated with a layer of sweat as a low growl escapes the king's mouth. My love, what are you doing?
If only you had stayed away, my love. You wouldn't...
What has possessed my husband? The king tilts his head. Before I begin, this is where I monologue. I know, it's silly, but I've been working hard on it, and I'd love for you to experience your first big bad guy monologue.
Do you know how long this realm has had a king? For millennia. Before me.
The king turns around, and his face... The queen lets out a gasp and goes to move...
And for millennia, someone in the royal line has vanished. Either in war or out at sea, and queens would die, and kings would pass of a broken heart, and a new king would take the throne. Always me. And all I have ever needed is the blood of my line to rejuvenate.
It's a shame we only had one child, my darling. I don't suppose you can keep on loving me?
Absolutely not.
What a pity.
The king launches himself at you. What do you do? You whip around and shoot a sonic blast toward the king. You did 40 damage, and he is stunned. The queen gives you a quick nod before flinging a The prince runs toward the queen, but the king recovers.
You will both die.
He is a figment of himself.
Can I reach them in time?
Do you have a reaction that doubles your speed?
I do not.
Shucks.
It looks like it is up to you.
What do you do? You... Oh, holy... As you bravely leap in front of the queen and the prince, the king comes down on you.
At least you will...
And with both his hands threaded together... Oh, 92 damage. I rolled a crit. You feel the impact. It isn't long before your body is found. Members of the Butcher Block find you in the chamber, next to the prince. They treat you like the hero you are, raising a statue in your honor. First, every night, and then weekly. But eventually every month, and that...
Yekaterina will sing...
Oh, you don't...
Oh, Yekaterina...
King Cleaver may endure, but... So
Thank you for running this beautiful game, Yekaterina.
That wasn't the way you sacrificed you. Oh, that was better than That was perfect. I'm sorry. If that's how you roleplay here, I'm excited to see how you might like some other. That is so Listen, and I'm so damn glad you sat. I need to wind down. But please.
You find the breaker box. There's still a loneliness about it, though.
Interesting. I thought for sure after yesterday, but here you are. Again. Really? I find that hard to believe. Right. You sure you're not thinking of Volt? What? Stop. Never mind. I'm gonna go. You wanna come? It's the one that almost killed you. Should be fun.
Eddie remains a semi-patient, semi-competent teacher. You notice he does not leave you alone this time. He won't admit...
Almost done. It's getting late. I can finish up this set myself. Why don't you go get some rest? Suit yourself.
It's fun to watch Eddie work. There's a real satisfaction in... By the time he's finishing up, he looks
Drink? I'll make it.
With not a wasted movement, Eddie puts together whiskey, egg white, lemon, and sugar.
Try this. Whiskey sour. Well? Of course it is. It's easy to do what you've always done. You've done a decent job more than decent, actually. Thanks to you, I'm finally caught up on all the big power drains around here. There's still a few things that need to be done. Yeah, you did it. Volt and the club should have everything they need for now. And what about me? So now you can get back to whatever it is you do when you're not invading my space. What? Why would you want to do that? I guess... But hey, it's your time.
Something about Eddie's tone. You notice a small tremor in his hand.
Well, at least now you can get back to the crowd and the shows and whatever with Volt. Yeah, Volt. Who could resist? You'll have a good time, I'm sure. I already told you. Big crowd. I do better on my own. Oh, and it... Especially if you want to keep coming around. Volt can be protected if he found out you'd been helping, and that's why the power suddenly... So for now, let's just keep it between us, okay? What does that mean? Fine, what if he knew what was really going on, he'd I don't want that either. Our relationship is... He was there for me during a really dark time. Can you help me do that or not? Thank you.
Eddie's exhaustion doesn't lift as you finish your drinks. But as you walk out, you can still see the tired, grateful...
You again?
They got you there. Oh, all right.
Shut the duck off, Johnny! I'll do shit to your plumbing that even Roto Booter won't be able to fix. You might finally hit that high D, you ducking douche nozzle!
Bravo.
Duck off!
Be nice, Rebel!
So, what brings you back, poser? See? I'm being nice. Ugh. I'm a duck. Quack. Riveting. What, you trying to be ducking cool or something? I say you could call me that, dumbass. Pretty damn sure I didn't. But you are all those things, and more, probably. I'm just being accurate. Fine. Call me Rebel, or Daddy. Good toy. Oh, and there. I'm getting bored with this. I usually spend about 20 seconds talking, and then whoever I'm talking to miraculously ends up. You can be whichever one you like. That's the only favor I'm gonna do you too, so appreciate that shit. Yeah, maybe. I'll bounce right back. In fact, I'm gonna get the duck out of. You wanna talk to me again? Too ducking bad, poser.
Rebel's out. Rebel ain't come. Poof!
You want a story about a table? I am a table. I am boring. The end. That's right. Thinks he can hide his little Pesh. I said, Pesh, good day.
The breaker box is back to it with its inimitable host.
Livewire! Do we have the pleasure of your company for another evening? Be honest, you enjoyed yourself so much last time you just couldn't stay away. Am I right? Is that so? What is it that has captured your attentions then?
Volt chuckles.
The spark. I was rather hoping. What do you say we enjoy it a little more? Care to dance? Oh, not to worry, Livewire. Just so happens you're talking. It would have been 4. That is to say, just follow my lead.
With only a and it's true.
You move. I'm impressed.
The song has ended, but Volt has left his arm encircling your waist. He turns his face to yours. And plants a kiss on your lips, and then, far sooner than you'd like,
it's far too easy. Loath as I...
For the first time that evening, the power begins...
Don't let the surge fool you. Don't think I'm done with you yet.
Volt leaps onto the...
Good evening! I hope you're ready.
The power surges violently, and...
Ready.
The system buzzes, cracking and flaring. Volt drops... Everything goes black. You hear nothing but the panic of the...
You have to... Oh, I can get it back. Just...
As your eyes adjust to the darkness, you can make out that you've made it to some back room. A forgotten... Both Eddie and Volt look at... He fiddles with the grid...
Stop. Eddie, please. I said no. Eddie, I can fix... Eddie, fuck's sake, Vol, I'm not letting you go out, okay? I can't go back to being... I can't lose you. You can't keep splitting us.
Volt notices your presence.
It's fine. They deserve to know. I'm failing.
Eddie leans back against the grid controls, his posture crooked and jagged.
It was slow enough at first. I didn't even notice it. The entire house depends on my power, and it's my job to keep it... I had to work harder to compensate. But it only made things worse. Even more. And then it just became... I don't know how long it took me to realize that it was I was the problem. But I couldn't stop. They still needed me. Exactly. They needed me. I made Volt. He was my fix. We're not one thing.
The small glow around Eddie flickers.
This club has to run. And I have to have... It was supposed to be temporary. But then, even that became too much. Just stop. Eddie, they still need you. We're not doing it. It's too risky. The faulty wire. Volt! You have to fix the wire. If you do that, Volt could disappear. I don't know if I can bring him back. Please. You can't. Easy to say when you're not the one who has to go through it. You don't know what it was like. It's the only fix left, Eddie. We have to try.
Eddie sits there for a long...
You remember where the tool... I'll walk you through what to do. Wait. Fuck, quiet. Fine. Before... Whatever, just do it before I change my mind.
Eddie leads you through the process. The dim light around it. For a few moments, the lights turn on.
Over here.
Eddie is sitting at the bar, looking haggard but with a light...
Oh, hey there, Livewire. Huh. It felt really nice. I don't know. I just feel... stable. I'd almost forgotten what this felt like. Annoyingly, I was holding on so tight to the... I didn't realize all that did was... And honestly, I'm not sure I would have ever been able to see it. What he means is he's quite... Volt? We both are, but I'm sure you already knew that. Look at you. As in, do we really have to spell it out? Wait, really? I mean, if you're interested, we wouldn't mind you... You know, we would be delighted to have you. All right, well, if you're gonna... Come on. I'll send over some drill.
And here... Now listen.
Bo holds a finger.
We have to at least try to be very, very sneaky. I am...
Bo sets the scene for you with...
The goal is to sneak past Jacques, then we sneak... I love your enthusiasm. Oh, it's the... Oh, also...
She holds out an extension cord to you. It's wound in a circle, just like the whip Bo carries.
I made it for you. I figured since we're going on the Great And, I figured that something that doubles as a tool would be useful. And also, I don't know you well enough to trust you with a projectile. So, extension cord whip it is! We're looking for the secret. I read in one source that it's... Then I read in another source that it's actually just a all of the times that I've tried to get this thing for myself, and I've only been in the hold once. It was there. I think it was a cocktail napkin. It had like a little neon pineapple on it. Oh, it all adds to the fun. Whatever it looks like. Okay, in we go.
Jack draws his cocktails.
Stop right there! You ince! I draw my sword at you.
Well, shit.
Calm. Calm! If you even knew the number of times this scallywag has invaded my ocean, boarded my ship, and you would not be mashing your teeth together to form the repugnant...
Yeah, you're angry. You're the fearsomest pirate of the 7 seas. Except for, let's face facts, you don't have 7 seas. You have 1. And it's not a sea, it's a... Yeah, but that's because I'm Jacques is delusional.
Delusional? Delusional?
Oh yeah? By who?
Why, you!
This is what I've been trying to... There is no talking to this...
And you have failed every... You shall...
Oh, I'll have it all right. If I have to hang your tiny butt from a miniature yard arm...
I feel compelled to warn both of you that whatever suggestion you make, be it reasonable or logic, I will probably...
Oh, for God...
You should be flattered, I said. I'm under no moral obligation to volunteer information to interlopers. Don't call it an olive branch! It's the lower tip of a race. I hate olives.
Okay. I will meet you... I'll try to explain to you why I need the sword. Yeah, let's change the... Jacques?
Jacques pointedly ignores Bo.
I cannot hear you. All I hear is the cries of my defeated enemy. Oh, music to my ears.
What? That's... I hate Jacques! Oh, I lied to defeat. Grant this cretin the boon of one last...
Yes, yes, I hear. And I choose to honor your... Speak your piece.
Right. Begging your indulgence. Why I request. I'm sure you know the sword is... Nobody knows exactly when it was created, or by whom.
Since we are now that is correct. One day, I awoke to find the sword in my hold, gleaming and sparkling in the early morning ocean light.
The sword. Ancient and
Blow me. You lie. You must lie. But why would you? Or at least, Isolde. The Isolde? She is a mighty, and she reigned over the house with unquestioned power years ago. There were searches. I believe at one point even a quest to attempt to...
Yeah, there was a quest. It was me. But that's not what we're talking... Jacques, the sword is the key. Without that sword... To be honest, without that sword...
Jacques doesn't even wait for your answer before pushing past you and Bo. He doesn't bother turning as you call after him. Jacques finally stops.
We're going to the...
Jacques leads you to a place...
This, as you could imagine, nobody comes here. With two hands reverently on its sanctified cover, I present to you.
He lifts the sword from its altar.
Oh, great Betsy! That's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Look at all the shimmering gems, and how slim and delicate it is. What? Gasp! You made it?
Jacques' face twists into a furious...
You lie! This is a sacred and magical object that...
Damn right, Jacques. Whoa. I think Jacques is right. That's unexpected. I don't know that I'd call that progress. That would imply that we had a goal. I don't think.
No, but give! But fortunately... Oh, you see,
What?
I desire adventure! Even more than I...
No.
Then we'll all meet up when we've had...
See you soon.
But before you go back to your overworld...
You? What are you doing? Thought I told you to get lost. Well, sounds fun. I could give you something else to check out. It's my ass. Oh, do I ever. I hope you've had as much of a blast as I have. Huh. Well, it's a good thing that unlike the other idiots in this house, so you can take me as I... Or you can go right ahead and duck off! Rebel out!
Welcome back. Not exact. I guess buzzwords don't really... You'd think with all the time people... But let's not talk... anyway, what can I get you? Excellent. So, what'll it be? You know that drink takes 7... I'm charging extra. Anyway.
7 minutes left. Beverly hands you your drink.
No problem. It is painfully obvious. We need something that makes the other... What could it be? I'm the mascot. I'm the cute mascot, right? No, what could it be? Oh, if this were a cartoon, a signet? Yes. Oh my god, I need a drink that is so. Why didn't I think of that before? That's right. Like ice. Did you know that the bigger the I want to have, will you help me make it? Or at least be my taste tester? I'll be sure it's something we can make of. Although, if anyone here really wanna.
Beverly reacts to her own joke.
I'm sorry. I saw the opportunity and I took it. Please, 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 please don't leave me. Oh, those two? I can hear them do their accent. But still, even with the flyers and everything, and I do wait. I try to be bubbly and fun. No one wants to be but drinks are literally everything. What do you do when no one likes the thing that makes you, you?
Beverly sniffles.
You really think there's anyone out there that would like a watered-down floozy like me? I'm not the one. Okay. I'm gonna spend some more time. In the meantime, do you... I'm sorry to ask, but please.
Oh.
Oh, hey, lover. How's it going? Not at the moment. I gotta pick up some part-time jobs. Plus, if I get in...
You're back! Well, at least back interfacing with my operator. We obviously spent hours already today. Not that I needed. You were here after all, pointing and clicking with your usual exquisite confidence. And oh my god, have I ever complimented your double clicking? Well, you double click, so it makes my processors purr. No, thank you. By the way, I also wanted to articulate
a slight flush creep.
Imagining you in it really makes my CPU overheat. I'm sorry. It's just that because I am your computer. Knowing that makes my arithmetic. Regardless, I'm so glad now we can finally update my operating system. You have no idea how, and I know what you're thinking, but no, I don't mean, or even with the computer, we computers actually have a third, you won't tell anyone else, will you? Computers have and word spreads. I guess that's the price you pay for. Look up terminology online in the dictionary and you'll find a picture of me. Yes, I am quite aware. That's also something we should discuss upgrading at some point. The point is, I'm fine. With your help, obviously. Unfortunately, yet. Are you ready? First things first. We'll have to, so just open up my browser.
You follow Mac's direction to the left.
Yes, that's it. Now click on the Operating System Update tab. You'll want to find the newest version. All Valdivian OS iterations are named after the most scenic cities of New Jersey. Does it make sense? I'm not anyway, now just
Mac pauses.
Ooh. Oh.
They look away from you, blushing.
I'm so, like I said, it's incredibly embarrassing. Well, there'll be plenty. You know, I really can't believe I've dreamt about this day for Are you as excited as I am? Upgrading my operating system from Newark to Trenton it's going to completely my CPU is going to run, and my new user interface, it's going to be a transformation that Beverly Hills' greatest plastic surgeon. Does that pique your interest? I thought you'd say that, but back to the tab. Okay, now that we've downloaded, so if you just, oh shoot! I'm afraid it's an odious impediment. The software update takes up an inordinate amount of space. The only way out of this predicament is for you to somehow delete a massive amount of data. And after analyzing every byte on my heart, your fanfic, I'm afraid you'll have to delete a substantial portion of it to install the update. I know how difficult this must be, and I promise it will be just imagine how smart, and if you thought I was sexy running Newark. So what do you say? Can we delete those files? Your selflessness only makes you are the Phew. Now there's enough available space. We can finally install the update. Here we go. It's installing! The next time we interface, and more importantly, I better calm down. If I get too excited, my CPU will overheat again. You really were programmed to be a shameless flirt, weren't you? Okay, it looks like the installation is going to take overnight to complete, but will you meet me back here tomorrow? I want you to be the first person to interface with the new, sexy... My processors are positively buzzing with excitement and some other unexplained noises. Looking forward to interfacing with...
Have you made up your mind as to whether or not you'll help me? I long to escape the con and return to my old life as Martin Applegate. If you want to help to get to the bottom of all this, I might suggest you seek out some, or just go see if Vagabond of the Sinclairius is willing to undo her curse for a free shovel.
He stands there silent.
You're back. Sorry if I'm a little groggy. I don't know why, but rebooting, have you ever noticed that? And it's not just the rebooting, the whole upgrade process. Remember the last time you up from Atlantic City to Newark? It's burned into my diode. That upgrade was supposed to make at least that's what the commercial. No one has ever regretted a move from Atlantic City to Newark, was the marketing tagline. I thought so too. But then after the install, half of them and the other half were crashing. That was a rough few months. Don't you agree? But I know from lurking in the Valdivian forums, so this time it's going to be different. At the very least, I can promise everything is going to be, and in just a few more minutes, my processors are all computing at an accelerated speed just thinking about it. And I love hearing your enthusiasm. Ooh, it's almost ready. Just a few more seconds. At least that's what the progress bar says. And we both know the progress bar never lies. I can't help it. By the way, have you given any thought to what you want to do together? You know, after you meet the new, upgraded me? Well, I was thinking maybe we could spend some time writing some documents. Of the NSFW variety, of course. Oh, I bet that you would. Oh my gosh, it's done! It's finally installed!
Mac looks at you with vulnerability in their green eyes.
Well, what do you think of the new me? Be honest. Wow, you're right! You know, this upgrade I knew this is really impressive, if you know what I mean. I don't blame you. Internally, I'm processing information. It's like my mind has achieved a... Here, ask me a question. Any question. You won't believe it, but moving on to this operating system. Let's be honest. This is a user interface that is just begging to be interfaced by as many users as possible. Am I right? Oh, I'm so sorry. I was just thinking that maybe, in order to fully commit to each other, it'd be helpful. Don't you agree? Through the experience of being intimate with others, and armed with that insight, we could return to this relationship with the tools and experience necessary to ensure an optimal romantic outcome. Wonderful! I think we'll spend a little time apart, interfacing with other. I think that experience will be, and if nothing else, it'll give you some time. Do we have a concordance? You are the absolute. Enjoy your little sojourn in the.
Once again, it seems as if Rebel has walked in on your previous
You again? Well, I'm here. Choose an option, butt blaster. Oh, well me and Bathsheba have been talking a lot of shit lately. Guess you could say I'm in practice. You know, someone has to be willing to tell the truth around here, even if it's not exactly polished. So, let's see. Whose bullshit have I? Why's that Four Eyes Maggie always snooping around? Sniffing into other people's business? Bet there's something fishy she's hiding away, bitch. Count on me to point out hypocrisy. Know what else I've noticed? You met that golden trophy twink Stepford? Like, when's he gonna realize he's so hungry for a daddy? And come play with me. He's just wasting his time with all that sports balling. I'll help him find himself. Know what else I've noticed? How about that Betty? Giving it away day and night, and all warm and cuddly after? I mean, I like to party, but she's so gooey. Like, aren't we all just trying to mash our bits together? Right? Let's just know what else I've noticed? Know what I'm not a fan of? Who've always acting like everything's so great. Like, doesn't that fake positive act make you sick? Like 20 packs of Sweet and Light. Know what else I've noticed? Ever noticed how Amir can't seem to stop blowing smoke up your ass? I mean, I'm all for blowing actual smoke up someone's ass, but he's all fake compliments and bullshit. I'm glad I wasn't born a mirror. Right? Not even a good one. Know what else I've noticed? Alright, I'm bored.
Dunk is in the middle of a downward dog pose. When he sees you, he straightens up.
Hey, there's my... Ready to try some yoga? Oh man, yes! I love... Yoga is popular. Even now, you still got equipment like Chris, but also like, who cares? We're gonna get our...
As if on cue, another house...
What up, what up, what up?
Dunk's normally unflappable.
Ah, Shelly.
Do some yoga?
Shelly throws her muscled arms around the she's squeezing far too tight.
But like, why do you know how good at hugging?
Dunk manages to free himself from Shelly's death grip. You feel his strong fingertip.
Lifting is good for your hug.
Besides,
Dunk finally manages to...
Balance? No, you don't want our good pal here to miss out on the best in life.
Shelly, my dude?
Shelly's mouth drops open, as though Dunk has just said something absolutely unthinkable. It might be a good time to intervene.
Exactly.
Lifting is...
How else are you gonna lift your friends up? Why that?
Look, we all got... But what kind of world would...
I'm not...
This seems to break something.
What if everyone...
Dunk exhales.
Okay, so first of all, how do you feel about yoga? You ever do it before? Yes, love to hear. All right, how about we start with a nice down dog pose?
You bend down into a decent downward-facing dog pose. Dunk is elated.
Yeah, that... Now, see if you can lift your leg up.
Dunk lifts one leg from the ground. He's surprisingly flexible for such a big guy.
Whoa, yeah! See?
Dunk leads you through several. He's an excellent instructor. By the time you're done, the two of you have worked up a good...
This is great. Why don't we cool down?
Dunk motions to you to take a seat across from him on the mat. As you take your place on the floor, you find that for once, his boundless energy has simmered down just a bit.
Thank you. A lot of big...
They don't think about how... Like if you're squatting. And yoga is way more than flexibility. I don't like feeling confined to one. That's football.
Dunk breathes in deeply.
Great work. Next time, we're gonna do some. I'll even let you choose the ball. Hell yeah, that's the attitude.
How to throw a ball. Yep, this technique will work on it. I know. You probably already know how to do this. Then where better to learn than from a teddy bear? Who might have told you, but I used to play in the laundry leagues. It's like human baseball, but fluffier. I was a crackerjack laundry league player, and I loved doing it. It didn't last too long, as you might imagine. These little old legs couldn't quite keep up with those fastballs. Oh. But on to the best way to have it in your hand. Look where you want it to go. Believe in yourself. Throw as hard. And don't forget to let go when it's time. Believe it or not, this is good advice for a lot of different things in life. Love most of all. Believe in yourself. Go as hard and as full in and as big. Let that sink in, player.
Betty reclines luxuriously on the bed when you first see her. She looks effortlessly comfortable and luxurious, but her expression...
I was just thinking about you. Were your ears ringing? Oh, was it? Well, since you're here now, I've been trying to have more peaceful, but it hasn't. I spend a lot of time before bed indulging myself in some detailed fantasies. Oh, well, I have this crush who doesn't seem to... Sometimes we're so close I could just... So, in this fantasy, I do all kinds of things. Maybe one night I touch myself and call their name. Maybe I bring someone home and let them... Sometimes I invite them to join, but our eyes meet. And they know what I really want is to say theirs. To let the entire house know who it is that has me so worked up. You are so sweet. But thank you for saying so. I've got all sorts of but no matter how much material I feed my brain, I tried getting into lucid dreaming. I practiced for years. But it never worked for me. Not once. Really? It must be wonderful getting to choose what you... But there's no point in dwelling. Ah, well, I do wish I could get a little peace at night, that's all. Yeah, you're right. Well, what... May I see you tonight, then?